Hi, this is David Comfort from Democracy Action Network. Here's a mind-blowing fact. 6 months into Donald Trump's second term, the reality for many Americans has taken a sharp turn for the worse. What if I told you that his administration is expected to explode the deficit by a staggering $3.4 trillion? This isn't just a number. It translates to millions of people losing their health insurance and critical programs being slashed. Ever notice how the rhetoric from Trump and his allies is filled with grand proclamations of strength and prosperity? House Speaker Mike Johnson claims we're safer, stronger, and more prosperous, but the evidence tells a different story. The so-called Big Beautiful Bill is set to cut vital services like SNAP, which helps families put food on the table, while providing tax breaks for the wealthiest among us. This is honestly crazy when you think about who benefits from these policies. Now, let's talk about the dismantling of federal agencies that protect our most vulnerable. Offices meant to combat human trafficking, promote healthy pregnancies, and track gun injuries are being gutted. Researchers estimate that these cuts could lead to an additional 14 million deaths by 2030. It's no wonder other countries view us with disdain. And speaking of disdain, the administration's attack on immigrant rights is appalling. ICE has ramped up its harassment of lawful residents and student protesters. Imagine being a volunteer trying to help asylum seekers only to be targeted by the very agents meant to uphold justice. This increase in funding for ICE is not just absurd, it's a direct assault on human rights. Let's not forget the full-scale assault on transgender Americans, with the administration shutting down critical resources like suicide hotlines for LGBTQ youth and banning trans individuals from serving in the military. This is a blatant disregard for the dignity and rights of a community that deserves support, not oppression. In rural America, the impact is just as severe. The potential closure of 140 hospitals and the suspension of vital agricultural payments threaten the very fabric of these communities. What happened to the promise of making IVF more accessible? Instead, we see a rollback of reproductive health rights and a push to restrict access to abortion pills. Trump's actions have emboldened political violence, with pardons for those involved in the January 6th Capitol attack and the dismantling of offices meant to prevent such extremism. This isn't just a political puzzle, it's a dangerous game that risks our democracy. When we connect these dots, it's clear. The past 6 months have been historic, but not in the way Trump wants us to believe. We must remain vigilant and work together to understand these issues and push for a more just and equitable future. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. It would help out a lot. Peace.